Own chosen speed. I'm not the...
That would be Chip Steeler, the number 3 for Palm Beach. And the umpires will line them up where the ball was when the bell went, the second bell went, which is right in front of the Palm Beach goal. You'll probably see one of the Palm Beach players actually line up for the throw-in in his own goal mouth to protect it. And the other 3 will be in the line-up. Yep, there goes the number 4, protecting his goal mouth as the rest of the team line up in front of Dave Markell. So the number 4 on the grey pony is just going to hang out there to see if the ball comes straight from the line out. Jimmy DeAndres is going to hopefully get a shot straight on it. He's lining up in the front. He did get a shot straight on it, but it's running out to the side, and the field players take each other out. Nice backhand by one of the Palm Beach players. Didn't see which one. Krista still back there for Newport. A good backhand, but it's picked up very quickly by Mike Giordano, just trying to get going, but he misses it on the backhand. Jimmy DeAndres, good backhand, but who reads it quickest? That number 4 for Palm Beach, Lewis Galvin. He's going to turn it. Look how the way just pulls out that pony. It's a bouncy pony too. Jimmy going to wait to ride him off. Goes across his line. Doesn't have a play at it because he crossed the line, so had to let Lewis take the shot, and what a shot it was, right in front of Newport's goal. Well played, Krista Still. Now we got Dave Bullis. Come on, Dave, you've got to do more than that for us today. It's going to be a tough day's work, and the whistle goes. Not quite sure why on that one. I thought Jimmy DeAndres had come onto the line pretty straight, but we'll have to wait and see what the umpires decide. The clock is stopped.
Number 4, Christmas in July.
Penalty in favor of Palm Beach. I thought Jimmy had got onto the line, but the umpires didn't seem to think so. So we'll see what the penalty is going to be. It looks like a 40-yard penalty. That's 40 yards from the goal, and that means it is a open goal. The Newport team have to be behind the goal line and away from the goal mouth and give Palm Beach 1 shot at goal. And on the grey pony, the number 4, Lewis Galvin, will take it. And here he comes. Lewis just takes a nice easy swing, lofts the ball through the goal, and that's 6 goals to 1. Again, it's still Palm Beach by 15, but the over-under now is 25. I think I might go over on that. The way these guys are scoring today, they're very accurate where they're hitting. In comes the ball. They've changed ends, and that Lewis Galvin's got the ball at his mercy again. He's just tapping the ball forward. He's trying to find his number 2, or rather Chip Steegler, the number 3. Chip doesn't really get anything on it. Nice backhand by Jimmy DeAndres, trying to set his players off, but they only run into Lewis Galvin, who sends a beautiful backhander. And look at that, it's picked up by Mike Giordano. Giordano trying to move it forward. Has a whistle gone? I guess a whistle has gone, so we'll stop the clock. See what the umpires decide. I didn't see what was going on. We were watching that Lewis Galvin. What a nice looking player. Great rider. Beautiful horses. I say a penalty in favor of Newport, but it's not. It's going to be another. No, maybe they're going to throw the ball in on offsetting penalties. No, it's going to be a penalty in favor of Newport from the spot. So Palm Beach just have to be 30 yards away from the ball. Newport need to take up some attacking positions here. They're both way out on the side towards the tent. Maybe Jimmy will just send the ball over this side. This is where they are, and there he goes with the ball over to this side. And Dave Bullis is onto it for Newport. Needs to cut it to the center. He needs to get the second shot onto it. He can't. Krista still backs him up. Nice near side shot by Krista. Just bounces off a pony, comes off to the side. The number 2, Mike Giordano, gets a nice backhand. Chip Steegler turns quick, doesn't quite get the shot he needs, but there's Lewis Galvin. Chance just dropped a bunch of drink tickets. And the ball goes forward from Dan, but nice backhand by Jimmy DeAngelis. And Lewis Galvin picks it up. Now Dave Bullis trying to get hold of it. He's going to have to back this. Can he back it enough to Dan Keating? Yes, he can. Here goes Dan. Dan at speed. No, he's ridden out of it very neatly by Lewis Galvin, making sure that Alison Patricelli gets time on it. Jimmy DeAndres is there, tries to put it back up to Dan. Dan getting in there, doesn't manage it. Lewis Galvin gets another backhander. Chip can't turn onto it. Mike Giordano does, but I think he would have crossed the line of Jimmy DeAngelis. Jimmy raised his stick. He's off to the side. You might wonder why. It's just in case Jimmy DeAngelis decides to tap the ball and go wide with it to protect his line. Chip is already waiting out there to be able to attack his line. Dave Bullis back with Jimmy DeAngelis. Just a quick bit of tack time by the looks of it, as one of the Palm Beach players is off. Mike Giordano just doing his stirrups, picking up his stick. He'll jump back on his horse any second. Wide of the goal mouth, in the hope that if Jimmy does send it slightly wide, he can direct it back in towards the goal mouth. And there is Dan Keating as well. You don't want to be standing in the goal mouth, Dave. You want to be wide of it in case he does hit it straight. There's a nice looking shot from Jimmy DeAngelis, and what a great penalty that was, straight through the goal. 2 goals out the air with his stick, but it was just going too fast and too high from Jimmy DeAngelis. All right, Newport now attacking the scoreboard end. Markel throws the ball in. And who comes out with it first? They're all fighting for it. Jimmy DeAngelis and Chip Stiegler. Jimmy looks like he might get this one. Jimmy's just sneaking it away from Chip. Well played, Jimmy DeAngelis. He gets hooked by Lewis Galvin, but he's backed up by Dan Keating, who pushes it forward, but he's ridden off of it. Dave Bullis coming forward now. Can Dave get to it? No. Lewis Galvin's going to turn it himself on that grey pony. Look at that neat play. Takes it away from the centre, away from the danger area. Now he looks upfield. Running for him are like 3 of his players. Neat looking team layout at the moment by Palm Beach, and there goes the ball into the middle. Can it reach Allison? Not quite, but that's all right. We've got Mike Giordano coming through quickly. He's just going to have to cut it towards goal. Dan Keating rides over the top of the ball and shepherds it out of play, so a hit in. Jimmy's going to take it, just taps it, goes a little wide. He needs somebody running for him in the middle. Where are his players? There he goes for the middle shot, but there's Krista's just not running fast enough, and there's a nice tail backhand pass by Mike Giordano, and it's picked up by Chip Stiegler. Oh, well played, Jimmy DeAngelis gets a little back onto it, not enough. Alison Patricelli picks it up, sends it towards goal. Bullis tries to save it off the back line, but unfortunately got a cane to it, but it still ran into the goal. So 7 goals now to Bullis, do we? Because he good. There is a shadow. And in comes the ball again. Newport now going down towards the pony lines, and Jimmy DeAngelis getting them on the move, but only as far as that man at the back. Lewis Galvin playing brilliantly at the back door. Dave Bullis gets a little backhand. Jimmy DeAngelis trying to get it, but Allison sneaks in front of him, and looks like they're going to call a foul on it. You're not seriously putting it in the middle of the field. You're going backwards with it? And Dave Markel is going to put the ball where... No, is it Ted Torrey is going to put the ball on the 60-yard line. 60-yard penalty in favour of Newport. Defended again by Palm Beach. Alison Patricelli on the 30-yard line, across it. And then the number 4 and the number 2, Mike Giordano and Lewis Galvin in the goal mouth. What are you doing in the middle of the goal mouth, all this? And we'll have Jimmy DeAngelis to take it. And here comes Jimmy DeAngelis, goes for the big shot, didn't get the connection he wanted. It's running towards Dan though. Can Dan pick it up? He's just got to touch it. He can't get to it. Dan sends a little backhander into the middle. There's Allison. Petrocelli gets a little backhand pass. Oh, Chip. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a bad one for Newport. Unfortunately, Krista still came across the line in front of Lewis Galvin. The umpires blow the whistle. And the umpire calls play from the spot. Newport 30 yards. Look at that shot by him. Beautiful lofted shot. Nobody marking his man over there. Chip Stiegler's absolutely free as a bird, and he starts running quick. Now he's got a... Krista still comes back to get to him. Jimmy DeAngelis, little backhander. Dan, neat play by Dan. He's trying to keep control of the ball, taps it around. Unfortunately, it runs into a pony. Dan stops quickest and gets back onto it. Lewis Galvin trying to hook his stick, and he does. Look at that from Galvin. Turns very neatly. He's riding down. Oh, he's left it behind, but there's Chip Stiegler. Chip Stiegler hits it out wide, but I think the whistle went first. So we'll just stop the clock again. Over there, they're having a little chat. Either it was a foul or it wasn't. Stop fucking talking around. I'm thinking they're right there.
Yeah, they fucking call foul and they don't know what it is. It's just so
All right, looks like it's going to be a penalty in favour of Newport from the spot, with 1 minute 4 seconds to go in this second chukker. The umpire calls play. Here comes Jimmy. He's backed up by Dave Markell. Jimmy, oh, he leaves it. Sneaky play by Newport. I like that. Leaves it for Dave Bullis to hit it. Trying to get it to Krista Still. He misses it. And who's got hold of it now? Mike Giordano got a little touch on it. Chip Steeler's going to get a much better tap on it. And turning quickly is Allison Petruccelli. And the whistle goes for yet another penalty. So Newport, this time Jimmy's going to take the penalty. Umpire's called play. Dan being marked tightly by Lewis Galvin. Bullis trying to make a move. Jimmy sends a big strong shot forward. Can Bullis get to it first? He's just got to send it to the middle. Does he cut the ball? Not really, no. And oh, it's left there though, but there's Mike Giordano for Palm Beach. Sends a lovely backhand. Jimmy's meeting it. Oh, he doesn't quite get the touch. 30 seconds left to play. Here comes Lewis Galvin. Dan Keating trying to get to him. Lewis Galvin, Dan bangs him out the way. Like that play. Now turn as we got Krista Still going for the backhand. Oh, he gets it off his own pony and leaves it for Chip. Chip goes under the net, gets a little touch on it. 13 seconds. Wow, what a shot. And I think that's through the goal. It looks pretty good from our angle and we're more or less on line with it. We'll see what happens with 4 seconds. I do look good. Anyway, the teams will go off and change their ponies.